This morning I'm doing a lot of thinking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a frequency. It is one that lifts you high above the attacks of the enemies of your soul. It sets you apart energetically. It allows you to find level ground and terrain to traverse so that you can stay on the path that the Most High appointed. Unforgiveness is a tactic of the enemy that keeps us stuck. As you continue to walk with the Most High God, you'll begin to understand what Christ meant when he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." That was his way of letting go of holding on. Letting go of holding on to the rocks and the stones that keep us weighed down and burdened with unforgiveness and grief and pain. We have to be able to, at a certain point, forgive and let go, even though it may not make sense. You will find so much that can be disheartening and disenchanting and disappointing. You'll come under attacks. You'll have obstacles, you'll have challenges. And some of them will come from the hands of those you love the most, those you thought that you could rely on, those that you trusted, those you loved, those you've even blessed and taken care of and helped. And some things are just designed to strengthen your spiritual muscles, to open your spiritual eyes so that you can see. They're not meant for you to say, "Hey, this person did this for me. Yeah, they're going to be punished." That sometimes never happens. Sometimes you never get the apology. Sometimes God is the only one who knows. And God should be the only judge. If God knows, then that's enough. God sees. And God is the ultimate judge. But as we hold on and harbor bitterness and unforgiveness, all it does is it stops us from doing what we were designed to do, from being who we designed to be. Don't let unforgiveness stop you and be the rock that prevents you from fulfilling your divine purpose. Your purpose is too important. Forgiveness is a frequency. It says that no matter what happens, I'm trusting the Most High God. I'm not trusting man. Man is going to disappoint me. Man is going to hurt me. Man is going to betray me. Man is going to slander me. Man is going to lie. Man is going to do what humans do. Be perfectly imperfect humans. But God is not man that he should lie, that he should fail. God is not fallible. So we have to be on the frequency of forgiveness as we reach new levels in our spiritual walk. There's no room for the enemy where we're going, and the enemy of our souls needs for us to harbor unforgiveness in order to succeed in deterring our purpose and our path. So you have to remain steadfast. You have to keep your heart light as a feather. You have to be able to let things go and accept them and fully understand what Christ meant when he said, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do." Because half the time, people are on demon time. They're lost. They're not being guided by the Most High, so they're susceptible to any spiritual whim. They'll attack you and not even know why. The light in you may just irritate the demons in them. They don't understand what they're doing. They just know that they're uncomfortable, so they need to lash out. The enemies of our soul uses those type of people. So don't take it personal. We have to be able to be quick to forgive. We have to be able to be quick to love anyway. Because anything other than love is the illusion. And those who walk and follow the Most High God do so in spirit and in truth. And we know that the truth is God is all there is. We waste too much time holding on to stuff. We stay stuck laying there, waiting on somebody to give us the apology or the validation or whatever it is that we feel we need so that we can move forward. And it's never going to happen. Everything that we need is inside of us. God gave it to us. God's grace is sufficient. We keep looking to man. We have to look to God. God's grace is sufficient. And if it is, then we should be able to forgive. We should be able to let things go, knowing that and trusting that God's got us. So forgiveness is an act of trust. It's definitely the frequency we rise to. That's how we rise above the attacks of the enemy. We forgive. But as long as we stay stuck there, harboring the burdens of unforgiveness and pain and disappointment, we stay stuck right there on that level with the enemies of our soul, which is exactly what the objective is. So letting go of holding on is what sets your spirit free. Unforgiveness is the tactic. Forgiveness is the frequency that sets you free. Get on the frequency of God and forgive. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And the more you walk with the Most High God, you're going to be able to clearly understand what Christ meant when he said that he was still able to forgive. In that moment of his death, his crucifixion, he was still able to forgive because he understood that forgiveness is what sets us free. Everything else is holding us down, anchoring us down to our lower nature, to the wiles of the enemy. So be quick to forgive. And when you're walking with the Most High, it should be easy to do. Man, this is like slippery terrain right here. This is, whew. I don't think I'm going to take that way. I could just see myself going into that creek. I'm not going to take that incline right there. I'm not Evel Knievel. It's kind of moist out here anyway. Can't be free if we're holding on to pain and hurt that other people did. We'll never be free. We'll have to be able to forgive people. Half the time they don't know what they're doing. And even when they do know what they're doing, that's their karma. God will deal with them. For your mission, you do not have the luxury of time to be going back and trying to get somebody to do the right thing, as Spike Lee would say. If they had a conscience, if they had a heart for it, they wouldn't have done it to begin with. So we have to be able to also give ourselves the grace to just let things go. And that's not easy, but if you understand that God is creating and completing a perfect work in you, you're more able to let go and rest those things at the altar of his feet. You're more able to understand the reason for it. It's just a part of you becoming who you were designed to be. All of these things, the obstacles, the challenges, the betrayals, the disappointments, they're all to make you stronger in your walk and help you evolve and become who you were divinely designed to be. So those people are playing their role. Those people are doing what needs to be done, or the role that needs to be played in order for you to sharpen yourself spiritually, in order for you to sharpen yourself emotionally, mentally, and even sometimes physically. So don't become weary in doing good, but persevere, trying of our faith. Trying of our faith. So be quick to forgive as you evolve on your path, because the forgiveness is the brick, it's the stone that keeps you sunken down. It's the stone that keeps you from rising. Unforgiveness. And it's a tactic of the enemies of our soul. You have to be able to forgive so that your heart can be light as a feather, so you can rise, so that you can grow, so that you can be all God designed you to be. Everything is working out for your good. Every challenge that you face, even the heartache and the tears that you cry, that you think no one knows and God doesn't see. God sees. But be quick to forgive. Because unforgiveness only keeps you tied down to the past. Unforgiveness only lowers your energy. Unforgiveness only keeps you from being who you are in the Most High God. Be quick to forgive. Let your heart be light. Let your heart be pure. Don't harbor unforgiveness, because now you're dancing toe-to-toe with the enemy of your soul. The enemy of your soul has you exactly where he wants you, in a place of unforgiveness. Because in unforgiveness, you're casting shadows on the light of God. You're separating yourself from the love of God. You're saying that in the darkness is where I dwell. That's what you do when you harbor unforgiveness. You dwell in darkness. And that's what the enemy wants. So don't let unforgiveness keep you from your destiny, from your divine purpose. Rise above it. It's not about right or wrong. It's about rising to the occasion. It's about being who God designed you to be. And God did not design you to be stuck in patterns. God did not design you to be stuck in the past. God didn't design you for any of that. God designed you for greatness. Don't let unforgiveness be the rock that keeps you stuck, that keeps you from rising. Be quick to forgive. Be quick to love. That's what's going to make you the most godlike that you'll ever be. To be able to look at people and say, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They hurt me, they betrayed me, they disappointed me, they, whatever it was, whatever the case is. So stay true to your course and don't get bogged down. Don't get heavy laden with unforgiveness, because that's just a tactic of the enemy. The enemy wants to see you downtrodden. The enemy wants to see you dismayed. The enemy wants you to see you discouraged. The enemy wants you to give up. The enemy wants you to feel unloved. All of these things are the opposite of God. So let the truth of God reign in your spirit, in your soul, in your heart, in your mind. And let the lies and the bitterness and the attacks of the enemy fall by the wayside as you continue to move forward. Use unforgiveness as a tool of ascension. Don't let it be the brick that keeps you stuck in the past, unable to move forward. Let love be your song. So again, in your walk, stay strong, stay true, and stay free. And I'm going to find my way out of here. Might take me about an hour and a half, but I will. Peace.